Do you want this at all?
I know how to rock, and some of y'all think that you do, but you don't, and I'll just keep it real. You really need to keep your voice concealed, cause you don't have any skills, just dipping in Molly, popping pills, and I don't fuck with the shit, so move along, let's get on with it. I am sick and not well, smell like Teen Spirit, catch a whiff of my clear gel, stab a PV amplifier, send this shit to hell, cut the kids in half, baby, ring my morning bell. I might be wrong, but I saw a light coming on when I wrote this song. What can go wrong did go wrong. What can go wrong should go wrong. What can go wrong will go wrong. I know how to rock, and some of y'all think that you do, but you don't, and I'll just keep it real. You really need to keep your voice concealed, cause you don't have any skills, just dipping in Molly, popping pills, and I don't fuck with this shit, so move along, let's get on with it. I know how to rock, and some of y'all think that you do, but you don't, and I'll just keep it.
The album that I'm working on right now, it's called What Can Go Wrong Will Go Wrong. It's something one of my buddy's girlfriends said one day, and I just thought that it was such a crazy thing to say, because it's like, you know, like you don't even know how it's gonna go, but you're saying like, hey, if it can go wrong, it will, and I have that kind of outlook about a lot of things. And this album, I touch on a lot of like things that I wouldn't normally talk to people about, or things that you just don't talk to people about. So a lot of the songs on this album are very meaningful to me in that respect. But I mean, like, you know, some songs, like I have a song, I guess it would be considered a single, it's called Blunts, and it's just about, you know, pretty much being addicted to smoking blunts and weed and stuff like that, and where it's very real. At the end of the day, it is just a weed song, and but why it means so much to me is that's the song that people sing along to. So like live, it's a very meaningful song, because that's the song that really kind of brings everyone together and kind of gets them out of their shell. And you know, now the Blunt song's on, and everyone's like, you know, kind of losing it. So that song means a lot to me in that respect.
It's been a long weekend.
Alright, hey guys. If you guys are at an event called Stadium Status for the Heathen Alumni, make some noise. Woo! Alright, cool. Now I understand we got food and drink out here, but if everyone wants to, you know, kind of stand up in this front area, you know, and get hype, I'm gonna want people to do stuff like this, and, you know, you don't gotta, I understand. But, alright, Super Dave, this one is about marijuana plants and tobacco leaves mixed together. It's called Blunts. Let me see some motherfucking hands. Come on, let me see some motherfucking hands. In the fucking chairs, let me see some fucking hands. Come on, let me see them. Stadium Status. The ashes form out in top piles on my desk as the green-filled tobacco leaf clenches to my chest. Now it drags me by the brain cells, reminds me that sex cells rings my memory bells. Now I'm levitating in the open air, pushed around by the fan as it oscillates in here. My studio's stupid though, the stash is smoked, I got no more, but I'm for sure that if I flow, my feet will never touch the floor. Doors are slamming to the rhythm of the bass. My eyes are fuzzy as they buzz inside my face. You ever think about how that bag could be laced? Nah, I smoke a blunt that was poured in from outer space, man. I smoke so many blunts. I smoke too many blunts. I ain't drink too many beers though, but the gut look like a big BB dub, yo. I smoke so many blunts. I smoke too many blunts. I ain't drink too many beers though, but the gut look like a big...
Go to the studio to record. This shit sounds fucking loud. Check. 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 Hey. 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 Check. 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 Twirl with the double bass drum set. Set up in the living room, the jam session, draw sweat. Epiphone SG, squire with the whammy bar. Always a telly when I break strings on this damn guitar. I stop the shit out of pedals till they make a string dissolve. Morph a sample loop and mix the beat and I set it off like SPEKTOR. This picture singing in the last director. I ripped up, lesson at the highest level. Expect I'm firing an amplifier. Dead metal lies in an electric graveyard. Amplified tombstone, ghastly guitar chords, man. SPEKTOR this picture singing in the last director. I rip your lesson at the highest level. Expect I'm firing an amplifier. Dead metal lies in an electric graveyard. Amplified tombstone, blasting guitar chords, man. The process for coming up with songs isn't even like a process. It's like life pretty much. Like I constantly have some kind of song from any kind of coming from any kind of place all the time. Like I can make a song about what we're doing right now, like making a film or answering questions about myself, like that. Is almost inspiring enough to write a song about. So the songwriting process is just kind of like, I get this idea, like a single that I'm going to put out soon called High Every Second, and it's like I like smoking weed, and if I could, I'd smoke weed right when I woke up, right when I went to, right when I went to the bathroom, and then made eggs and did this, so I decided to call it High Every Second, because it's like, like I'm fucking high every second. Went to the doctor, I was high every second. Lunch with my grandma, I was high every second. Went to get my car cleaned, high every second. Ever since a young teen, high every second. I am freestyling, high every second. Was just in my Honda Civic. I said I'm high every minute, every hour, every second, every instant of the goddamn day. So that's High Every Second. And then as far as the beat goes, I mean, it's as simple as I've never really been nervous before I performed. I was nervous like the first show I played with my first like punk hardcore band in high school. I was nervous because there was a bunch of other kids in the school and they called us posers because they were doing it before us and they hated us, and it was just a ridiculous thing, you know, so nerve-wracking for, I was maybe like 17 or like 16, 15 maybe, between 15 and 16 years old, and I was just kind of like, you know, these kids fucking hate us and we're gonna play like a half hour's worth of music for them, and they're just gonna, they're gonna fuck us up, they're gonna sabotage us, so it was terrible. That was the only show I was really nervous, because once they didn't do that, and they actually said, like, oh, you guys were kind of good, and whatever else, I just was kind of like, yeah, like, if I'm confident in the way I'm playing, or the way that I'm rapping, or anything like that, why should I be nervous? People are here to experience me like, like a piece of art. People are here to go and see it, and look at it, and take it in, and they didn't create it, I did, so... I'm not really too worried about the way people perceive me live. I try to make it a fun show. I try to make it a hip-hop show, but I also try to make it, contain elements of a rock show.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can call us Tiger Stripes.
Honestly, the music thing, I feel like will never be something that'll stop. So I see myself playing music in the future, whether it's printing album covers and legitimately releasing songs on the internet and trying to perform them live for people all over the city and breaking my back to do all that stuff. I don't know if that's something that would be in my future unless I was able to, survive solely on a salary that was built by music. But I mean, the air conditioning thing is kind of solid, so I'll probably just be, someone who starts a normal life as a HVAC man, and that's, I'll have a family and all that stuff, and that's obviously something that I look forward to. So that'll be great too. I don't see myself having a terrible future at all. I think I'm pretty set, which is why it's I try to have this music be as exciting as it can be for the time being, because it's great, and it's the way that it's why I wake up in the morning or something like that. People say that, so that's what it is. I see myself just being a normal guy or a fucking rap god in the future.
I met a honey, she said she liked to smoke. Took it to my pad and showed her how I like to roll. Talked about how marijuana really touch her soul. She liked to get high in her hammock with her bathrobe. Seashell pot leaf pierced through her earlobe. Said weed's great at shows, I like the light strobes. I agree, I said I know. There's a couple things that I want you to know. I wanna smoke with you. I wanna burn trees in the night. I wanna smoke with you. Hey, I wanna smoke with you. Burn trees in the night. Split a couple Dutches, got her smiling. Cute bicuspid, smoke in the sky.